back. A word before we go to Richard. If you have children or grandchildren that love to draw with chalk on the sidewalk or the driveway, please don't get upset with them. Encourage them. You never know what you might be dealing with. Am I right about that, Richard?
Very much so, very much. Have some fun with it.
What have you got for us?
Well, Sam, I've got a canvas behind me that is about 6 foot wide and about 6 foot tall, and I'm going to attempt to try to draw you a picture. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to draw, because if I want to change my mind, I can, because I'm the artist, and this is my little world here. But I want you to, the viewers, to watch the journey, to come from nothing to a finished piece in literally just a few moments. But stay with me, because you've got to see it to the very end. So let's see what I can come up with.
All right, Richard, and he's getting set now. I feel like a play-by-play reporter. And if you'll notice, off to his right, there are 2 boxes and filled with different colors of chalk. He has a picture to work from. See, as you watch this unfold, if you can guess who it is, or what it represents. And every once in a while, I'll drop in with a question or a comment. I notice you're wearing a smock, Richard. Is chalk dust a bit of a problem?
It is for my wife, because I get a lot of my clothes dirty, so I like to wear it.
It's coming together pretty quick. Will all of this be in blue, Richard?
No. This is, I'm laying down my base, and then I'm going to go back and put a little bit of color into it.
This is so cool.
doing a series of paintings in my studio on Route 66. Been going around the state, drawing some well-known locations. Been a lot of fun to get to know the people of Oklahoma.
And the beauty of that is, people anymore, I'm sorry to say, don't take the time to listen.
Yep.
But if you listen to what the folks have to say,
Yep.
you're going to learn a lot.
I try to take my son so that he begins to experience some of these stories.
I don't know if this is a fair question, Richard, but what's the hardest part of the human form for you to work with?
For me, it's the ear. I don't like drawing ears. I mean, I think every artist will be different, but I find the human body fascinating.
Well, sir, I can tell you, when I was very small, if you can imagine such a thing.
I know, that must have been a while back.
Yeah, oh gosh. And about the time I was supposed to be paying attention and doing a lesson in the 4th grade,
Uh-huh.
of course, I'd be, with my big chief notebook
Yes.
and a pencil doing sketches, none of which were any good.
Huh.
But the ears on all of my characters look like Dr. Spock on Star Trek.
Gotcha. Okay. I think every drawing's unique and different. But it's the process. If you learn the process, try not to overthink things and just.
Do you do commissioned work as well?
I do kind of selected, depending on, because I travel so much, I've got to be careful about not burning myself out. But Sam, can I tell you a secret?
You bet.
You know what I'm drawing on?
What?
It's a bed sheet from Walmart.
No kidding.
That's right. Wherever you go, there's a Walmart nearby.
Well, if you bought the kind of bed sheet I'm thinking about, it's a lot cheaper than buying a canvas that large.
That's exactly right.
And it works, man.
It does. It works wonderfully. And the cheaper, the better.
I don't mean to infer that Walmart sheets are cheap. I'm just saying you can get more inexpensive sheets
Yeah.
at Walmart. That's ideal.
But if I go to some small town and want to do a piece of artwork, I know that there's going to be a Walmart nearby, not a fancy art supply store. My wife went to school here in Claremore. I think my father-in-law went to school here at Rogers State.
No kidding. So you've got a strong family connection to the area.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would think you'd have a tendency to sketch people
Yes, yeah.
and travel just to pass the time.
Well, I enjoy what I do, so it's not work for me. It's the traveling part's work.
Well, you know what they say, if a man does what he enjoys, he never works a day in his life.
Yeah. So do you like to draw, Sam?
I wish I could answer in the affirmative, but no. I drool, but I don't have the eye-hand coordination that you clearly have. And it takes a God-given talent to be able to produce that.
Yeah. And every time I do a drawing, I'm keenly aware that where my gift comes from. I give him the glory.
Have you ever been asked to do cattle?
Yes, yes. Matter of fact, I did something, I think it was last year at King Ranch down in Texas, drawing longhorns, and they don't stay still for me though.
I had a dear friend named Bob Bell, a very close friend. Bob was an artist.
Uh-huh.
He pointed out something to me once. He said, you know, if a fella calls you in to commission a piece, if it's of his wife or his car or the house, whatever, he'll try to haggle with you a little bit on the price. But if it's about his cattle, his prize steer or his thoroughbred, he'll
Right.
pay top dollar.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's some truth to that.
One of the things I failed to mention to the viewer, if you've ever wanted to try to learn the Cherokee language, Rogers State Public Television carries a course, first-year course, by the way, on the Cherokee language. So I might put in a plug for that. And all you to do is check your local listings for a time. I'm going to tell you something, it's quite interesting.
My wife and family are on the Cherokee Row.
Well, I'm thrilled that they're teaching the language now outside the tribe because, quite honestly, it's been happening for years. But
Right.
as the old ones of any given tribe today die off, we're losing the languages.
Yep.
And it's very important.
And the stories.
Oh, and the stories and you know, the medicines that are made
Uh-huh.
from nothing but plants. I don't mean to say plants aren't anything, but
Right.
when you stop and think, big pharmaceutical companies take a lot of their cues from home remedies that
Yep.
really the Indian people knew about many, many years ago. They had to.
It's always the simple things in this life that can make the biggest difference.
That's right.
Sometimes we just need to get out of the way and recognize that.
Well, I just want you to know you have knocked my socks off
Well.
because you've, in a very short period of time, you're doing an outstanding piece of work on one of my idols. I have three
Uh-huh.
outside the family, and this is one of them.
Sam, to be honest with you, I could go and go and go, take a lot more time and clean this up a lot more. But I think our viewers have got the gist of what I wanted to communicate today.
Yep.
It is.
Wonderful job, by the way. Now they can go to your website to make contact.
Yes. Yeah, and I go and I'm speaking at schools and I'm speaking at corporations and talking about innovation and creativity and I draw them a picture that's going to resonate with them so that they can kind of see how an artist thinks and so that they can come up with some new ideas on their business, ideas that have value, not just ideas, but something that it can actually hold water and do that. But I'm going to say we're done and do that.
Good job, my friend.
Hey.
Good job. Now,
I look forward to shaking your hand.
oh yeah. Richard, I want to thank you, buddy, for taking the time to come in and visit with us. And again, all folks have to do is go to your website.
Yes.
What's your address? Richard Hight?
Richard Hight, Hight, and you'll eventually find me. Name of the company or my business is called Visual Impact. No I on the impact.com, or you can go to YouTube and see me doing all kinds of patriotic drawings to animals or whatever.
Well, Richard, thank you, my friend, for taking time to visit with us.
Thank you, Sam.
To come into our in-home perspective world. Well, that's all the time we have this edition of Perspectives. Thanks all of you for joining and watching Richard at work, sharing his talents with us and with you at home. For now, my friend, good night and good luck.